Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Monday, November 16th, 2020. And this morning we saw the markets gap up in three of the four instruments pretty sizably. We're gapping up above the highs from Friday, everywhere except for the NASDAQ. And since then, we've had a fairly quiet day. We've seen two-way action. We've tested lower and failed, then we tested higher and failed, and now we're starting to test lower again. We're trading below the open right now, but still above Friday's high. So I figured we'd take a look at that pattern of trading above the prior session high, but below the opening print of the day as we approach the close. So let me go into Discover. We'll look at all four instruments. The setup is going to be based upon getting long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The exit is at the close, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. The opening filter we're going to use is gapping up above the prior day high, so I'm going to hit equals there. Next, I'm going to go into the post-open filters and describe the action that we've seen so far, where we are trading above Friday's high. So I can do that here in the intraday close versus daily levels. I can say that the 3 p.m. price is above Friday's high. Of course, I don't know that that's going to be the case, but currently it is. And then at 3 p.m., trading below the opening print. So I'm going to add both of those here. Then I'm going to go into the indicators and put us in a similar market environment, and we will take a look at the results. And here we go. So these are the results of going long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, exiting at the close 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time when you open above the prior session high of day. And then at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, you're trading below the opening print, but above the prior session high. This has taken place above a 10 and above a 200-day simple moving average. And historically, it's a pretty common pattern. The S&P has 105 samples, NASDAQ 92, the Dow 102, and the Russell 49. And if we take a look at the win rates here, you're going to see they are very mixed at a neutral reading here. So we've got the S&P, which is the weakest at 46%. The NASDAQ is the strongest at 53%. The Dow, 51%. And the Russell, 53%. So the win rates on these are very neutral. If we take a look at average win to average loss, you can see for the S&P, that's very neutral as well. They're very similar in size. With the NASDAQ, the average loss is larger than the average win. That is also the case in the Dow and in the Russell. So 3 of the 4 have had larger average moves to the downside than to the upside. But the win rates on all 4 of these have been very, very neutral. And I looked at a handful of different variations of this pattern, and I kept kind of coming back to the same thing where nothing was showing a strong edge into the close that I was looking at. So I kind of saw some mixed data here, nothing suggesting you should be looking for new positions as we approach the close. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow.